Hey, podcaster. I'm Tim Walberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can grow your podcast authority, generate leads, and convert with ease. Today's tip is you don't need an epic story. Small stories stick. If you've been podcasting for more than a minute, you know that storytelling is a big part of podcasting. We've talked about storytelling before in this podcast. Check out episodes 197 and 108 if you want to dig deeper on the power of storytelling and how to do it effectively. But today I want to dial in on one key point. Micro stories have mega power. As content creators these days, you hear storytelling and your brain goes straight to hero's journey mode. You start trying to map out some sweeping transformation with a beginning, middle, and end, and suddenly podcasting feels like screenwriting. Let me stop you right there. You don't need to tell the next Star Wars saga. Sometimes the story that connects best is the one that takes 30 seconds to tell. I'm talking like 3 sentences. One of my clients once shared this moment on her show about the time she tried to cook zucchini pasta, but used a cucumber instead. She was young, she was on her own, and couldn't figure out why her dinner was turning into soup. As I listened to that short story, I couldn't help but picture her. It was kind of like I was dreaming, but I was picturing her in my first apartment cooking up this soupy pasta. Young, broke, ruining dinner. I guess that's why I stuck firmly to eating KD right out of the pot with a wooden spoon. Why dirty all those dishes? Come on. The point is, that super quick, short story was enough to trigger something. It was funny. It was human. And I was there right with her. That's the kind of connection we're talking about here. This is why we podcast. You don't need a drama worthy of a Hallmark movie. You just need a little memory that gets your listeners' brain firing. Because here's what's happening when you share a micro story. 1, you're creating a visual. 2, you're sparking a memory. 3, you're activating emotion. It happens so fast too, which is a lot more powerful than just rattling off facts and advice. This is especially important if you're podcasting for your business. Yes, you want to be showcasing your expertise by teaching, coaching, and explaining what you do, but you also want to be creating a connection. Because if all you ever give your audience is information, you're missing the opportunity to build trust. A little moment, like the time you misread a recipe or said something dumb in a meeting, can make you relatable and real and remembered. Here's what happened to me once. I got booted out of Apple Podcasts. Yeah, the podcast performance coach himself. It was back in the early days of podcasting, and I did what everyone else was doing. Keyword stuffing. I stuffed keywords in my title, the author field, and episode notes, trying to game the system. Everyone did it until Apple decided it was no bueno. And Apple pulled many shows, including mine. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. So after I panicked, I cleaned up everything and I got reinstated. It took about a week or so. But was that embarrassing? Yeah. Was it a teachable moment? Oh, yeah. And when I shared that story with clients, I can see the tension drop. Because now I'm not just a coach, I'm someone who's made mistakes, just like them. That's the power of micro stories. They build connection, they build trust, and they make your lessons sticky. So here's how you can tap into the power of micro stories. Next time you sit down to record, think about a short story you can share. Something small, something human, something your audience can see in their mind. Just a moment in your life. I remember when, this one time, at band camp, yeah. Pull it from your past and plug it into your podcast. Just make sure it's relevant. A great story without context is just a detour. But when it ties into your point and clarifies what you're talking about, it's gold. Your stories don't need to be epic. They just need to be real. And I hope that's just the tip you need. If you're not sure how to bring this kind of connection into your podcast, let's talk. This is exactly the kind of thing we work through in the podcast tune-up or on one of my free coaching calls. Book your free coaching call by using the link in the show notes or at podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Walbert. See you.